Hey Cancer, welcome to your weekly general timeless readings. These are timeless readings, so that means whenever you see this is when it's most meant for you. It's also a general reading, so they are not going to resonate for everybody, and that's perfectly okay. It's a collective reading, it's not a personal reading, so please keep in mind that the energies can be reversed. It could also be the people around you. It doesn't have to necessarily be you. And also check out your sun, moon, rising, Venus, and Jupiter sign. If it doesn't resonate, that's perfectly fine. Just don't force it to fit. Whether or not you're new to tarot, check out how to interpret tarot as a viewer. I have a lot of helpful tips and tricks on how to watch these videos on YouTube to understand the energy and how tarot works. I highly recommend checking that out. And if you want to book a personal reading or a Reiki session, you can check it out down below in the description box through my website. I'm on the East Coast, so if you're booking a Reiki session or a live tarot reading, just keep that in mind. It is Eastern Standard Time and the currency is in US dollars. And if you want to join Patreon, I would love to have you there. And I am running a promotion from November 15th to November 30th for Thanksgiving, that anybody who signs up between then in that time frame until November 30th at noon does get a free recorded 15-minute reading. So that can be anything. You can ask a question, and as long as I can fit it into 15 minutes, like, be reasonable with your question because I only got 15 minutes, I will send it to you. So that's the fun little goodie that I'm doing for Thanksgiving. And I'm trying to come up with some other stuff for Black Friday, and also some bundles and whatnot for you guys for like discounted pricing and whatnot. But yeah, so let's get into it. Like, share, subscribe, give the video a thumbs up. It helps the channel grow. And let's see what's going on for Cancer. I'm so excited. Got my little tarot deck set up over here instead of on the floor, so now I don't gotta like bend over all the time. Okay. Oh, really cool. I haven't used this deck in a while. I do have to get used to kind of knowing where my decks are though, because they're in boxes, like boxes. I'm going to be using Tarot of Dreams. All the tarot decks I use are going to be linked down below for you guys, okay? 222 on the timer when I just looked up. So let's see what's going on for Cancer. Cancer, I actually really like your energy the second I just tapped into it. I think that you're finally feeling like the stress release. I feel like the stress release. That was just like all intuitive. I guess you've been stressed lately. The stress release, like things are finally feeling good, but that's expected because I know these are timeless readings, but at the time I'm doing this, we did just have the new moon in Scorpio. So energetically, we have very positive aspects going on right now, and things are going to be like feeling like, I can breathe again, which is really nice. So let's see what's going on for Cancer. I do think this is an internal feeling because I think your environment is still a little like turbulent, a little stressful. But I think energetically you're like, okay, I kind of know that things are getting better though. It don't look better, but I feel it getting better. Yeah, it doesn't look better, but I feel it moving forward. It doesn't look like it's going to, but I feel it. Yeah, Knight of Swords in reverse, Gemini energy, and the Eight of Wands. It doesn't look like it. It doesn't look like things are taking action, but intuitively you know it's moving forward, which I really like. And there it is, showing up. A lot of fast action forward. Sagittarius energy with the Eight of Wands, Gemini with the Knight of Swords. Thanks, Spirit. I appreciate you backing me up there on that channel. So nice of you. That's funny. What do we got? Yeah, Seven of Swords. There you are being very skeptical of it though. With the Seven of Swords, it's kind of like, I don't believe it. I'll believe it when I see it kind of energy, you know? Some of you, this movement forward might take you away from people and situations in a very sudden way that might come off as deceptive, but it's gonna come off deceptive because you haven't voiced it. But to be very honest, in a way, I think you know that it's almost okay, you're just not obligated. Like, you're not obligated to tell people. You're not obligated. It just feels like that. How do I explain this? Let's get a few more cards because it just feels like if you're leaving a situation, a job, or a relationship, the heads up of I'm leaving does not feel like you are obligated to give the heads up. Doesn't feel obligated. This exit, it doesn't feel like you are obligated to explain why you are leaving. The explanation is not needed from you. They're not entitled, that's what it is. They are not entitled to an explanation. And whoever it is almost feeling as if you're being deceptive. You're not, I don't feel that you're being deceptive. I think that this is how someone's perceiving you as you're leaving, like very deceptive, very sneaky. Actually, just think that that's them feeling entitled to an answer from you. That's just them feeling entitled. Nope. It's a Seven of Swords. It's deceptive of them to feel entitled, but they're viewing you as deceptive by, yeah. And at the end of the day, you're doing what makes you happy. And this is a very positive energy. Six of Pentacles and the Sun, that's a very positive energy. That's not deceptive at all. That's just someone who's open to receiving, doing things that are very balanced, doing things in a very receptive, very feminine energy, and very masculine energy as well with the Sun. Because the Six of Pentacles is a very feminine, like receptive energy, and the Sun is literally the Sun, the divine masculine energy. Leo energy with the Sun, Seven of Pentacles, Taurus energy. And with the Seven of Swords, we do have Aquarius energy. I totally just ripped my hair out of my clip, so I'm just gonna be a chick for a second and put that bitch back in there, so. There we go. Any final messages for Cancer, please? I really don't think you're paying this person any mind, though. It's kind of like, yep, Ten of Swords. Yep, I almost said you don't care. It's not that you don't care. It's just kind of like you knew this person was going to feel some type of way about you leaving this cycle behind. But at the end of the day, it's almost like you knew it had to end. Ten of Swords. It's almost like you're very accepting of the ending of this connection because you expected them to feel this way. It's almost like this is a cycle with this person. Almost kind of always claiming the victim, like, oh, you did this to me. No, I didn't do anything to you. I'm just doing what makes myself happy. And for some reason, you're magically making it about you when it's not about you. I'm just doing what I really want to do for myself because it's very positive for me. It's going to put me in a place that makes me feel fulfilled. And why is that making you feel deceived? I don't understand. Why can't you be excited and happy for me? That I'm going to do things that are fulfilling. Well, because I'm not doing that for myself, and that makes me feel jealous, so I'm going to turn the tables and make you feel guilty because I don't know how to do that for myself. Well, I'm sorry. I hope that you find healing. I do, but it's not, don't need a Debbie Downer up in here. Toodaloo. Bottom of the deck, Six of Swords in reverse. They don't like that you're moving forward. They don't like that you're moving forward, and they don't know how to do that for themselves. And so they're trying to just rain on your parade. Well, we got an umbrella, so good try. We're prepared. I feel like you knew this person was just going to act this way. It's kind of like, I expected this. I just expected this. If you watched my kind of like hangout on, I almost said on Patreon, on YouTube I did last night, on the 16th, I think it's like, hey guys, love you guys. I think I changed it to like, love you guys, because it was like a really fun chat. We had a lot of fun. It's like an hour and a half. But I did start off talking about the Scorpio energy, and it is kind of like people choosing two different timelines. The people who have done the work to go into this very receptive, abundant energy, and the people who are kind of like, nah, well, I didn't do the work, and now I feel that everybody's leaving me behind, and this kind of like a pity party. It's kind of their choice not to embody that higher frequency, because we do have the choice right now to step into a very high frequency timeline or to kind of stay in this timeline of let's repeat 2020 kind of energy. Who wants to do that? Apparently the person you're dealing with. It's like the doomsday, like, oh, nothing's ever gonna improve. Like, no, that's a limiting belief. Come on now. Let's not enhance that. Let's wish this person some healing and send some good vibes their way. They're not going to stay in this energy. They're going to get out of it because you're going to show them and lead them by example. We're going to lead by example. Because remember, it's not that the masculine or the feminine is more evolved, because we all have masculine and feminine. And if you have that mindset, well, my masculine person that I'm dealing with isn't as evolved as me. Remember that you have a masculine aspect to yourself. We all have polarities within us. So if the masculine you're dealing with isn't as evolved. That means your masculine aspect isn't as evolved either. So just remember, don't enhance that belief, because that's going to keep part of the collective lagging behind. We got to get, yeah, lagging behind. Chariot in reverse, Page of Cups. Okay, so you're over here moving forward, and there's your page, the person that you're dealing with, kind of like, well, here I am, I'm gonna, it does feel like a little bit of emotional manipulation, because they don't want to see you change. They don't want to see you progress. And it's kind of like, well, if I kind of extend my love and my affection to you, and I'm really sweet and caring, and I make our relationship really gentle and loving right now, maybe you'll be enticed to stay with me where I am here. No. Cancer's like, no, good try. You tried, but no. They really want you to stay with them though. It's almost like you're their safety blanket. Chariot, Cancer energy, Page of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. I don't think that you're biting. Yeah, you're not biting. You're not biting. You're in a lot of masculine energy, which I actually really like. King of Cups, Scorpio, Emperor, Aries energy, and Temperance, Sagittarius energy. You've done too much healing. You've evolved to a very divine masculine energy, because we do have the sun over here. I really love that you're in this Emperor energy, because that's you being in the mode of creation. You've already manifested. That's divine feminine, giving birth to ideas, and now you're ready to create, bring things into the physical. And you're doing it from a place of not only a very compassionate, loving energy, but you have an open heart space. So not only are you a King of Cups with an open heart space and a feminine open heart space with the Six of Pentacles open to receiving this, but you're ready to bring it into the physical, because you've done the work, you've done the healing. And this person's kind of like, well, you know, I'm a page. We got an Emperor to a page frequency. Whew. Big old difference. Big old difference. They need to do that work. They need to do it, and it's not your job to do it for them. Okay, so just lead by example. You're doing the right thing. You are doing the right thing. Remember, energies can be reversed though, so take it as it resonates. Yep, Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords and the Seven of Swords. It's almost, remember, this was that energy of like, I don't see it moving forward, but I know it's moving forward. Seven of Swords there. Like I said, it feels very sudden. It's almost like you're not moving forward yet, and then you pull the trigger, and then it's like, boom, they feel deceived. Yep, there they are, the page again. How could you do this? How could you leave me? I don't think you've left yet. I think you're thinking about it, like it's brewing in the back of your mind. You're planning, it's almost like you're planning the escape, whether it be a job, whether it be a relationship, whether it just be slowly dwindling out the communication with this person, and they're sensing the communication cutting out. The Seven of Swords and the Page of Pentacles, there's your person. That the Page of Pentacles in reverse can be a very selfish energy. It can be someone who's very like, what about me? What about me? Again, that very like, it's not only a victim mentality that this person has with the Seven of Swords attached to them, it's also a very like, the world is all about me. Like what you're doing for yourself, how is it affecting me? I have blinders on. I can't see what you're doing is for your highest good. I'm only thinking about the chain reaction of how it's going to affect my life. And their blinders are all focused on the domino effect of their timeline, of their life, right? It's a very selfish energy. That's a Page of Pentacles in reverse. So Earth energy and Aquarius energy. And it's all because they don't want you moving forward. And they can feel energetically that you are. And you know energetically that you are. And the trigger just hasn't been pulled yet. So check out the Seven of Swords. This whole deceptive energy we got going on. I want to see, because it feels like, yeah, it kind of feels like both of you, like you're trying to sneak away, and that's also them feeling deceived. Like it feels like both of you kind of have a Seven of Swords going on. The Seven of Swords is you wanting to sneak, and it's the Seven of Swords for them in the sense of feeling deceived. I hope that makes sense, because cards can have multiple energies attached to them. For me as a reader, I know people have different opinions on that, but for me as a reader, they definitely can. So you have a Nine of Wands on it. I think that's you, like very determined. Yeah, it's you. It's definitely you. I want my new beginning. Very determined to sneak away and take the risk of literally jumping into a brand new cycle. Knight of Wands, Sag, and the Fool, Uranus energy, Aquarius energy. We got a lot of Aqua energy coming up. You could be dealing with Aquarius, or you might have just gone through a Saturn return if you have your Saturn in Aquarius, or yeah, you would have just gone through a Saturn return if you have Saturn in Aquarius. Yes, yes, yes. I don't know why that came up, but that definitely came up. It kind of feels like Saturn return energy. I don't know why that came up because we don't have a Saturn card on the board, but Uranus, Fool, Aquarius, there's a lot of Aquarius energy coming up. But for some reason, I really want to say a Saturn return. And so that would be somebody who's either in their late 20s, so around like 27, 26. I would say 26 to 29, give or take, right? Give or take. 26 to 29, I would really say in that age range. And then in their late 50s. So not late 50s, mid 50s, right? 7 is 14 with the 4 there. Yep, so 54 to, so we'll say like 53 to 57 in that age range, okay? That would be somebody who's going through a Saturn return right now. Okay, and then if you want to do it one more time. Yeah, no. Somebody who's like close to like, just to make sure I'm not like horrible at math in my head. Because I am horrible at math in my head. 81. So like anybody who's like 80 to 84, I'd say, Saturn return. Yeah, Saturn return. Okay, and if you're living longer than that, cool, that's awesome. Kudos to you. 27 years longer than that, that's really cool. But that would be a Saturn return. That's so weird. As soon as I put my phone down, now my phone's ringing and it's on Do Not Disturb. Ah! Look at me touching it and boom, energy. But Saturn return is like very big pivots. So I'm not shocked that whoever this is, they're literally choosing to jump into a new cycle, right? Because when you go through a Saturn return, it's like sudden realizations that this isn't where I want to be. This isn't the job I want to be in. I want to be a vegan now, or I want to start doing this for a living, or this isn't what I want to study in college, and this is what I want my career to be, and this isn't who I want to marry. Maybe I want to marry this person, or maybe this isn't the lifestyle I want to live. Maybe I want to be completely like out in the wilderness and want to be filtering my own rainwater, you know, like off the grid. It's very big sudden realizations with the Saturn return energy. And that's kind of what this feels like. And I feel like this person's, that's only for some of you, but some of you is just realizing that I want a whole new cycle and I don't want this person to be a part of it. Deuces, bye, gone, okay? Could involve multiple people. So let's look at the sun. Let's see what this big old happiness is. This abundance. Oh, Ace of Cups. Okay. And the Three of Wands. A Hangman in reverse. Oh, you've been waiting for this for a while. And this, you've been waiting for this for a while. You've been manifesting this. Wow. So you've been manifesting this new opportunity that's very aligned, and it's actually all, it's for you. It is for you. For some of you, it might be a new relationship. For a lot of you, I just think it's something that's very aligned with your heart space, something that is, it's just simply for you. It's fulfilling for you. The Ace of Cups doesn't always have to be romance. It can be self-care, self-love, things that are emotionally fulfilling for the soul, okay? And the Three of Wands tells me, next to the Hangman no less, that you've been waiting for a long time for this opportunity, and now the universe is like, okay, here it is. It is for you. And you've been manifesting it, and you've been doing a lot of heart space healing, especially with the Ace of Cups there. And the Six of Pentacles, that's a lot of heart space healing, because for a Six of Pentacles, that's a card of receiving. You need to heal the heart space and get into a frequency of a lot of gratitude for what you already currently have in order to receive that kind of abundance through the heart space. That's a lot of healing. So you're kind of like, oh, no. I can't be dealing with you because I've done so much work, and now I'm trying to receive my gifts because I busted my butt to get here. So let's see what you're trying to welcome in with the Six of Pentacles. Wow, High Priestess, Two of Pentacles, Queen of Wands in reverse, Seven of Pentacles, and the Moon. I think you actually went through a period where for a long time you were really doubting yourself. Doubting if this was ever going to come in, because you have the High Priestess and the Moon. That's 2 cards of illusion. It's 2 major arcana cards. The High Priestess and the Moon, both Pisces energy. The High Priestess could also be Scorpio for me as a reader. And then we have the 7 of Pentacles, which is a card of analyzing. It's a card of really like thinking about where you've invested your time and energy. And I think you realize that there was a lot of self-doubt and a lot of second guessing your own potential here. And that's what triggered all this healing, all this heart space healing, which I really like. And that's when you're like, nope, I gotta cut out certain people and situations. You're being gifted for that though, for that realization. And that's when you open the heart space. So let's look at the 10 of Swords. I'll be shocked if a page comes out. 6 of Wands, wow, yeah. As soon as you end the cycle with this person or this situation, victory. 6 of Wands, Leo energy. Any final messages? Yep, the shadow side, the Devil card. You're very attached to this victory, very attached to this manifestation, which isn't bad. It almost feels, it's like obsession in a very, it doesn't feel in a bad way. I actually don't mind the Devil card here, Capricorn energy, and then Leo energy with the 6 of Wands. I don't mind the Devil here, to be honest with you. It's almost, it feels a little bit like excessive determination. Yeah, you're just very determined to go through this transformation. You're very determined with the Devil, the shadow. It almost feels like this very, you know, when you, this is gonna sound really weird, but you ever like have a goal and it's like so enticing to succeed at that goal. It's almost like this seductive drive to go after it. That's kind of what it feels like. And it's almost like you're determined to succeed because you've gone through so much change, so much transformation. It's almost like embodying this very, it kind of does feel sexual. I'm not gonna lie. It's almost like this, I know my worth, I know my power in like this very seductive way. Mom, I'm so sorry because I know you're probably watching this. My mom's a Cancer. Like, it feels so weird saying this right now. But it is like a very like seductive energy with the Devil. And the Devil can have a very sexual energy to it, a very empowering energy to it. And that's kind of what it feels like. It doesn't feel in the sense of like the shadow and in the sense of attachment. I do think that you're attached to being successful, so don't let the ego get in the way, because the Devil does rule the ego. Don't let that get in the way, because that will block you from receiving. So let's get any last messages on this 10 of Swords, because there's 2 major arcanas. We have the 10 of Wands. Yeah, so you got a little bit ego coming out though. There's a little bit ego. I don't want you getting too focused on the material side of things. 10 of Wands with the 9 of Swords. Don't get too focused on your manifestations coming in with expectations, okay? Because that is going to trigger a scarcity mindset, and that's when you lose that frequency of gratitude. Because with the 9 of Swords attached to a 10 of Wands and a 10 of Swords in reverse, you haven't fully closed out this previous cycle yet. And it's almost like holding on to the expectation of receiving this gift, because energetically you feel it, you feel it, you feel it, okay? So we have Sagittarius energy, Gemini energy, Taurus energy, and the 5 of Pentacles is Taurus energy as well, okay? So don't get into the scarcity mindset because the manifestation is not coming when you want it. Remember, manifestation is like putting something into a suggestion box. It's gonna come when it's most meant for you. Okay, Cancer? This is what I have for you. I hope you enjoyed your reading. Please like, share, subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, and I'll see you next time. Later, Gator.